Yo, welcome to the podcast, KingJayClouted. You know the vibes, aka Johnson, aka Freddie 2 times. Welcome, man. A lot of people wanted you on this pod, man, and I appreciate you even like hitting me up because they were mentioning you, and I'm like, yo, I gotta get him. And I was gonna reach out to you, but you reached out to me, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you having me, man. I feel like my name went really, you know what I'm saying, up there enough for me to even get any type of attention like that. So I was like, I kept seeing the podcast and stuff. I was like, well, they gotta get some real people to come in there and really speak on some shit, man. So I had to, man. But I appreciate you a lot, man, for even bringing me up here, man, for real.
Hell yeah. And you've been doing, you know what I'm saying, you've been doing a lot, you know what I'm saying, especially if like 4.0. Obviously, we're going to get into all of that and stuff like that, but kind of just want to tap in on your background and like, you know, where you started streaming, what got you into streaming, and then we kind of go from there, you know?
Okay. So, shoot, it is, let me see. This was back in 2000, I think, 16. As far as the streaming take go, I ain't gonna lie, I looked up the Pretty Boy Fredo heavy. Like, I saw him streaming the SSA stuff, and in the part, I was like, bro, I got to get into that. So I was in the military at the time. I had went and just bought a PlayStation, got a little camera and whatnot, and I just started pressing the stream button. I just started streaming. I didn't take it serious at first. Like at first, I was like, it's just something to play around with. But yeah. I had got out of the military, and I was like, man, I can really do something with the streaming stuff. So I just started really grinding and streaming and stuff, and I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube in a month. I was like, if I could do that, let me see what I could take off. So I started doing it for like a year, and I hit like 10,000 in my first year. And I was like, okay, I got something going. So kept doing that, but I was doing 2K content at first. That's the first thing I started off was 2K content.
So you were streaming on like YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. I started off with YouTube first.
Yeah.
YouTube first. I tried Twitch, but Twitch was just, I couldn't understand it at the time. This was way back in 2017. So I never really attended Twitch like that. So, then 2K started getting boring. It started getting real boring, repetitive content. I was like, yeah, I can't do that. So I was watching Twitch, funny. I watched this guy named Annoying TV. And he was playing this server. Yeah, he was playing this server called YBN Los Scandalous. I was like, yo, this look crazy, man. Let me see what I can do. So I looked it up. It costs money. I was like, I'm not finna pay no money to, you know, get that's kind of.
Yeah.
I was really nerdy because I'm from Atlanta, like from the East Side. We don't, you don't see people playing video games and all that. That's like in on my side of the time, it's corny. Like, like people they will call you like you get joked on for stuff like that. So I just decided, I was like, you know what? Let me try it out. But then I ended up failing my first attempt on the application. So I was like, yeah, I'm good. So I went to this server called Carolina State Roleplay. Yeah, that was my first official ever roleplay server, and I was just role playing being a drug dealer. I didn't understand it. I was using the controller. It was it was bad, bro. It was bad. So I ended up like started doing it more and more. I started getting like, you know, the hang of, okay, I don't really need a controller and stuff like that. So I ended up applying for YBN again, and I ended up getting accepted. Yeah. So I was like, okay. So once I did that, and I started paying attention to how really immersive you can get in your role play, like the average people, and again, I come from like the black serious role play server where everything is hood and you have to type /me and /d.
Yeah, especially on YBM servers, it's serious.
It's super serious, and everybody kept doing just gang role play, gang hood, gang hang. I was like, what if you do something different? Why is everybody doing this? Let me try something different. Let me role play as a snitch. So I role play as a snitch. I got hated on for it. It was like, you snitching, like people come OC. I was like, yo, this is great. So I was on Twitch again, and I happened to look up, and this is my dog since YBN days, Rim Dog G. I don't know if you know who that. You know Alex Suarez.
Yeah.
That is the reason why I'm in NoPixel today, because of him.
For real.
That is the only reason why I'm in NoPixel today, because I ain't gonna lie, I look up to bruh. That's my dog. He been A1 since day one. No toxic, no beef, no jealousy, no nothing. He just been a real dude. And I was watching him do cop role play, and I was like, bro, it looked lit. So I ended up joining the YBN server with him, and I ended up becoming a police officer.
He was on YBN?
That's what Rim Dog. That's why I know Rim Dog from. Yeah, YBN, and that's who I learned. Honestly, that's who trained me. I watched his role play. I was like, I was literally studying how everything that he did, and that's how I started understanding how you can do different type of role play. Like you don't have to do the same type of. That's why I role play as an old head, like an old guy, because you don't see a old head black dude in mostly in the RP server. Nobody does that. Everybody likes to role play the same thing, like their age, who they are. I don't do that. I role play a totally different person. I'm nothing like him in real life, nothing at all. So that's why I started off at. And when Rimdall left YBN, I ain't gonna lie, it hit hard on everybody, because I said that was somebody that we looked up to. As far as everybody in that police side, that's what we looked up to. And when he went to NoPixel, I was like, dang, bro, ain't no way I can get a NoPixel. Ain't no way. So a couple years, well, actually 2 or 3 years went by. Still seeing Rimdall in NoPixel. I was like, man, I got to try it out. So I applied my first time, got denied. Applied the second time, got denied. Applied the third time, got denied. I said, okay, I'm done. I can't do it. But then, like I said, the server that I came from, it was not nowhere near where I needed it to be. Like I was above that part at that time. Like, because over there, like I said, you have to slash me every little thing you do. If you pass somebody some food, slash me, pass the person a piece of chicken. Like, bro, it's killing my RP. I'm having to stand here and we just standing there, not even saying nothing, just typing. Like I don't want to do. That's not fun. So I ended up going to NoPixel public. And I was in public for at least like 2 or 3 weeks, like doing RP and PD toll, just trying to understand the mechanics and stuff. That's when I really fell in love with it. I ended up buying like the highest prio to get into public.
Yeah, I was in public too for a bit.
I loved it. Coming from where I came from, everybody like the servers I came from, everybody went OOC. Like there was no point in time that you were standing, everybody cried. The police did this, they cried OOC. They were F8 quit. It was just so much stuff that killed my RP. Yeah. So when I got into NoPixel and I seen like, hey, y'all ain't F8 quitting? Y'all not going OC? I didn't understand it. So I loved it. And then I end up finally get my 4th application to NoPixel accepted, and I just went crazy from there. Just did my thing.
You came into NoPixel 3.0, right?
October 29, 2020. I remember the date, October 29, 2022. That's when I came in. It's like almost like near the end of NoPixel. I know it was Halloween. I remember that part.
Yeah. And then so what was your journey like? Did you apply for cop right away? Or
I'm talking about the second I got in the server, I went directly to the PD. I didn't do anything else. I went directly to the PD, tried to RP and talking to the people at the front of the PD. I thought I was a chief. I don't know why, but that was just a dispatcher. And she was like, give you the application. So they gave me the app. I got PD tow hired within that same hour, and I just started doing PD tow every single day. But the crazy part about it, I thought I was getting stream sniped. I was like, okay, I'm a PD tow guy, and nobody should be caring about me. I'm not important. I'm just at the PD. Dudes would come up there every day, literally picking on me, literally throwing rocks at me. Zombies came to attack me. It was so I just.
What you mean?
Like random people like in the server. I can't remember his name, but he would come up there and he would just harass me. Like, hey, you PD told you lying. He would throw rocks at me. He'll pull a gun on me. It was I can't remember the character, but then the Halloween event happened and zombies chased me around the city. Yeah. Gene came around and kidnapped me. Mike Block, I'll never forget him. He came up and kidnapped me and put a gun in my head. That was the most RP I had in a long. Like it was so much going on just for me working at the PD tow booth.
Yeah.
Like I was like, people in here really create role play. Like where I'm from, a lot of people like to wait till the role play comes to them. They don't want to invent anything. Yeah. They don't want to get out there and do different stuff. And all right, let's come up with a reason for the police to get into a chase. No, everybody just sit back. So when I was sitting back and all the RP just kept coming to me, I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah. So, NoPixel by far is like the best server when it comes to like RP stuff.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
So now you was doing PD tow. How long was you doing PD tow for?
I did PD tow for 11 days, and let me tell you the story behind that. So, like I said, Rimdall, that's my boy. So in character, we continue our role play of me knowing him from back in the Los Scandalous days. So like, yeah, we know each other and stuff. So he was trying to, to get me in, but like I said, it's a lot of politics behind that. You're not just gonna let anybody in. So Kyle Pred was in charge of the CPD Cerberus Police Department at the time. He saw me and said, hey, I want to give you an opportunity to be a part of the PD. I started screaming, going crazy, and they made a clip out of it, and I went viral on Twitch and Reddit and stuff. So the very next day, I got a contact from the sheriffs. I got contacts from, it was Blaine County Sheriff, Sandy, everybody came into me and said, hey, we want you to join, we want you to join. I was like, hey, why everybody want me all of a sudden? So Prayer was trying to get me in, but in the LSPD came up, swooped me in within the 11 days and got me hired fast on, and that's how I got in. Like it was honestly because of Prayer wanting me.
Yeah,
that he threw that attention towards my way, because again, nobody knew who I was. But when Prayer said he wanted me, that's when all the attention started coming through.
So now you get hired from LSPD. Tell me kind of things how you like built your character. Your character's a very magnetic character. So like what was your plans on, like, and then like what kind of trials and tribulations did you go through like the first couple of months of like building your character? Because obviously, you know, we haven't really seen characters like yours, you know, on NP, right? So how did you go through anything, or was it like,
man, starting out when I first got PD, it was really, really rough. Like I was addicted to being a cop to the point where I was literally waiting. It's this thing called PDQ where you press a button and it puts you in like a little queue waiting line in the Discord. I was waiting in there 36 hours.
Yeah.
Just so I could find somebody to take, because I was a cadet and I needed somebody to take me out on the ride along. And I didn't give a fuck how long it took. I didn't care. 17 hours, 18, 36 was the longest time I waited. But every day I was trying to get somebody to take me out. And I'm not going to say any specific names, but there was he's no longer in the server. There was a guy, he was an FTO, and he didn't really like my character. And it was like he was trying to make it seem like, hey, don't keep asking people to take you out. Like, just let somebody want to take you out. That's like, don't keep hassling people about, taking you out. And at the time, I didn't understand that, you'll get burnt out just taking cadets out all the time. Because I did myself when I was an FTO. Yeah. I didn't want to have to keep taking them out all the time. I want to role play by myself sometimes. Yeah. I want to, do my own thing, not having to babysit somebody the whole time. So I didn't understand it. And like, I kept pushing the issue. I was like, can somebody take me out? Can somebody take me out? Somebody, I just want to be a cop. Somebody take me out. Somebody take me out. And he ended up telling me to go off duty one day. And I ended up spazzing out on stream. And I ended up getting in trouble. Sealy. Yeah. So I can't really speak on too much, but yeah, I ended up getting in trouble because I said some things I shouldn't have said on stream.
You got emotional.
Yeah, I got very emotional because I was like, it felt like he was personally attacking me. Like, you don't want to see me succeed. Like, again, this is a game. Everybody should, be able to be equal, and everybody should have an opportunity to get content. But again, like I said, I was new, didn't really understand what was going on behind the scenes and stuff. So that ended up happening. I came back, and there was one incident. Like, how can I explain it? It was one incident. I think everybody's seen it on YouTube. Was I was singing in the MRPD. At this point, I was already at. I got moved up to the state because again, at that time they had deconstructionalized the PD. It made everybody go to the PD pool. And the Rangers ended up reaching out to me. Like I said, at the time, what I was doing, I was literally just being on duty every single day, having a positive attitude. Like with my character, he is not like just an everyday person. He's very energetic. I bring sauce to it. I bring funk. I bring passion. I bring happiness. I try to uplift people and motivate people because I don't want to be around no workplace that's I'm finna go respond to this. That like, hey, you
got energy,
right? I try to bring the energy and stuff. So the Rangers seen that, and Tessa gave me an opportunity to join the Rangers. So I became a Ranger with the State Department for the San Andreas Police Department. I was doing good, but this is so long. I'm trying to remember everything. People started brown nosing like every little thing that you would do. They will go back and tell the command, Johnson didn't do this, these charges. Let's go tell his command. Oh, Johnson forgot to run the serial number on the gun. Let's go. Like every small little thing they was trying to get me in trouble with. And the one thing that really kind of got to me back then was I was singing in role play. I was just singing the song, just going through the police department, being happy. I was singing the song, and somebody said, "Shut the F up." And I was like, and then I was like, "Well, what is it?" Like he said, "Shut the." I was like, "Whoa." And I was like, I didn't really take it to heart at the time, because I was like, it's just role play. We just role playing. But then I started seeing clips on YouTube of the other POVs and stuff. I was like, hold on, they really felt some type of way about me singing in a PD and stuff. So I was like, yo, what's? So I just felt like I started feeling like, okay, I'm not wanted here. So I stopped playing NoPixel at the end of 3.0. I just completely just stopped.
Yeah.
I just stopped playing because I felt like, okay, maybe I'm too much of a character, too much happiness, and I started feeling like targeted a little bit. Like, okay, they don't want me around like that. I started feeling like I didn't have anybody to role play with in the server. I didn't like everybody. Everybody has their little cliques, their little groups and stuff.
Yeah, people will gravitate to who they gravitate. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So Johnson didn't have a clique like that.
Mm-hmm.
Most of his homies got fired. Carmine got fired. Tinker got fired. Yeah, that's my guy right there, man. He, like I said, he was him and Tinker and Carmine was like we had a group called the Davis Police Department called DPD. We had our little group, but they got disbanded and stuff. DPD. And then they got fired and stuff. So I was like, oh, I ain't really got nobody around. So I really just stopped playing at the end of 3.0.
I think also because a lot of people go through that, like, because especially with a server that's been around and established for so long, people's got their friends they fuck with and stuff like that. So like being a new person, sometimes it is hard to make. It's like going to a new school, right? Everybody clicked up, and then you So I think also, but that's just natural. So it's it's hard to. It sucks in the moment, but like I always say, never take stuff personal, because sometimes your perspective can be not aligned with other people's perspective. So sometimes you might feel away, but a motherfucker just be like, yo, I'm just having a bad day. Shut the fuck up. I'm annoyed. But not kind of realizing how that could affect you later on. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
So so it's kind of because when I first went on NoPixel, I was by myself, but I was just yeah, it sucks, but you just gotta piss through, or you might meet people you don't even gel with, so you're I don't really want to hang with this person. But I think it's cool to just keep going and just kind of have this open mind, because which you've done, because 4.0 you've been the highlight of PD. You know what I'm saying? Johnson's been the highlight, so you kept going. So that's kind of for the people more out there, because there's a lot of people who would just quit and just be like, oh, it's not for me. But you came back, you kept going. So you say you chilled a little bit late 3.0. So now 4.0 come, you one of the first cops hired, bro. So they really, and I know Coil really fuck with you, because he would always view your clips. He's like, I like this guy a lot, blah blah blah. So that was huge, because there was only a certain amount of cops hired in the beginning of 4.0, correct?
Oh yeah, let me correct you on that. So I actually wasn't hired off the rip.
Okay.
I'm to be honest with you, and I don't want to start no beef or nothing like that, but I will say I don't feel like I would have been hired unless I went up there, because I submitted my application like everybody else did. People started getting hired and stuff. So I started seeing they had a skeleton crew and stuff already. I was like, they already got cops and stuff. And they started hiring some people. So I had end up, I think it was 2 days prior before they was doing interviews. I went up there. I said, I need to speak to a captain. I waited an hour in game to speak to somebody. And I just told Captain Slacks, I was like, this is me. This is who I am. I bring energy. Y'all should give me a chance. So then the next day I got a text message and a Discord message saying, hey, you got invited to the academy and stuff. So I honestly don't feel like I would have been picked if I hadn't have done that.
But you hustled it. I know a lot of people still went and still didn't get them, you know what I'm saying? So they looked at you as something special, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as far as your character now, proceeding, 4.0, like I said, like there's a lot of storylines that you've helped facilitate, because 4.0, like, it's starting off a little slow, but your character has been like facilitating a lot of RP. And also your characters took a lot of losses, right? And but the losses have created such good environments for the RP. How do you feel about that for your character? Because I asked Carmine the same question, and he was more like he liked it. So like, was that like something you did on purpose, or was it just something that just kind of happened?
So the whole situation, it's still going on today. It's so much going on. I had to copyright strike 2 videos off of YouTube because they took what I said and twisted it to make it seem like I had an issue with NoPixel, and it just got really toxic on YouTube. It started blowing up. They literally just took the videos down a couple hours ago. And people just like, somebody just took my whole Twitch and just chopped it up and made it seem like I was just bashing and trying to play victim for everything that happened. So the whole Mr. K situation, in character, that's who Johnson is. Like if you play around, like they say, you fuck around, you're gonna find out. Yeah. Mr. K punched Johnson. Johnson wasn't having that. So Johnson gave his ass a good ass whooping.
Yeah.
So, and to be honest with you, I feel like a lot of people try to get Mr. K's attention sometimes, because it was just odd to me I was down there just having a regular conversation, and just officers just pull up out of nowhere. Normally they if I'm anywhere else, they wouldn't really do that. I feel like, okay, they see, okay, he down there where Mr. K might be at. Let me go make sure everything. And I said to him in character, everything is good, but yeah, they still hung around. And things started just going up and up and up from that. And when the girl got out of the car, that's when Mr. K punched me. Now, I thought it was an in-character thing, but everybody else OC just said it was a misclick. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So it was actually a mistake that he hit me. So I was like, hey, he hit me. Let's go to work.
Yeah.
So we got into a tussle.
Because me and you, I remember me and you had a one-on-one in 3.0. It was by it was by the old Wu-Chang shit. The old Wu-Chang spot. I think you was like holding up Carmella, and then we came. I'm like, what the fuck going on, whatever. And you like, yo, you was talking your shit, and then we had
was I a cop, or was I on my?
You was on your cop.
I'm trying to remember. I think I remember that, the Wu-Chang Records.
Yeah, it was a little outside of Wu-Chang Records, like where the Little Soul.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember that. You was talking crazy.
I was talking crazy.
You talking crazy, bro. I can't remember who went down, but it was a lot of people that came out there.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. And I want to bring that different type of RP. That's what I like, because I feel like you haven't even experienced something like that in there before.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring something totally unique. But if I know now that could cost me my in-character job, to be honest, I wouldn't risk it. Because for me, it's like the cop RP, it gives you lanes to go find content. Like it's much easier.
Because I've played cop on another server, because I was like practicing to get better for like NoPixel. So I like on my downtime, I'll just go on that server and play cop. And yeah, like you definitely get a different perspective. Never the same, because cops have to deal with so much stuff, but you also get the content gets brought to you. So it's like, it's like you'll get all these pings, and you're just like, which one do I want to make content out of it? So, and like for you, like my interaction with you has always been fun. It wasn't like, oh man, I'm gonna do this to Johnson, we're gonna go to jail, or it's just gonna go real serious real quick. It's like fun, and then you get like a crazy content out of it. So that's what I do respect. But also then it's like you said, you need also the serious cops who fuck around, find out. So it's always good to have a balance, and I've never really seen a cop like yours where it was like, oh, like, you know, you're from Atlanta, so you know the cops in Atlanta, they live different. Like, they feel like they one of you, like when they pulling up on you. You know what I'm saying? So they it kind of felt like that. Like, you're like, oh, you got a cop from the hood. He knows what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? So and I've never seen that in role play. So I was like, oh shit. But like when your issue was happening, I was just coming back into NoPixel, and then like chat was telling me like there was like some fight with K, blah blah blah, and then you could probably explain the context, but it was like, I think Slacks was saying that he wasn't gonna fire you, but it's because it wasn't a fact that you had a fight, it was a fact that you lied about it or something like that.
All right. So let me speak on that entire thing. So Johnson said some things, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, Celia, I can't even remember some of the stuff that I was saying in character. Yeah. So what ended up happening is, after the fight, Mr. K shot Johnson in the head. So when they asked me the statements after that, I was RPing like he couldn't really remember everything. But at the time, when they asked me about what happened with Mr. K, Ruby York, the senior officer who was investigating it, she just asked me what happened. And that was it. It wasn't, hey, did you do this? Did you back up and take a punch? Did you say this? Did you take off your vest and back? She didn't ask me. She just asked me what happened. And I just gave a general statement. I didn't go down breaking down word for word for word for word everything that happened. I just told her in character what Johnson could remember. And that was that. So then I think a couple days later, I stopped Mr. K. You know, I just, you know, I made him my little bitch. I made him do a field sobriety test. I made him act like he was had to walk in a straight line and all that stuff. So he wanted to get his get back from that. So he ended up catching me on a investigating the car, and he ended up hitting me upside the head.
Yes.
Right. So again, that's another head injury. So right after that, that's when Flash brought me in after getting back from the hospital. He started asking me about what happened again down at the Mr. K situation. Now, I feel like and again, I don't mean to start beef. I feel like if it wasn't Mr. K, it wouldn't be this big of an issue, to be honest with you. I don't think it would be, because Johnson done beat so many asses in 4.0, and none of it has never been brought up. But again, and Mr. K never made a complaint. That's what he told me in character. He never made a complaint about the situation at all. So Slash brought it up again with Ruby. He was like, what happened? I told him what happened. He was like, did you take a step back and bandage up? Johnson said yes. He said, did you say something about my grandma don't hit me this hard? Johnson was role playing. He couldn't remember. So he said no. Then he asked me some more questions about, did you say I'm about to lose my job? And again, some of this stuff, silly, I can't remember because it happened so long ago.
Yeah.
So I don't remember saying I'm gonna lose my job. I remember saying that like on stream, but not in game.
Yeah.
I don't recall. I was again role playing like he didn't know, so I said no. So Slash was like, well, you didn't say that the first time, so you're lying. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna indefinitely suspend you, and now because that you taking it the wrong way, because I was arguing back with him saying I wasn't lying, he ended up firing me. So I couldn't understand that at the point. Like I was like, I'm really losing my job. Like I felt some type of. I was like, wait a minute, I'm losing my job, and you saying I'm lying based off of two officers' statement versus my statement. Like, it really didn't seem fair because you're taking their word over, Johnson's word, and I was like, what's going on? So again, I saw what was going on, so I wanted to really, really make it suspenseful. Like I'm a good actor. I can act real good. So I end up being real quiet on stream, like making the viewers think, okay, this is really personally affecting him. So I end up just ending my stream and not saying nothing at all. And my Twitch just blew up. Like they were like, oh no, oh man, he said, like I started putting stuff on Twitter like, man, I'm hurt, I lost everything. Like I was just like, just building up the hype and stuff. So when I do come back, it'd be like, it's like a movie. Like, I want to make it like a movie because like I'm losing my job, so I gotta do something, So I ended up spazzing out on Slacks when he brought me out. He was like, Johnson is gonna be okay, and I was like, don't tell me it's gonna be okay. You don't know what it's like to feel invisible, to walk around, nobody knows you. He's like, yes, I do. I was like, no, you don't. You the captain. You got all the attention. I was just spazzing out and whatever. So that ended up happening, and we've been trying to fight ever since. I will say, I did feel some type of way that it seemed like everybody that was kind of fucked over got a second chance. Yeah. Like with Mr. K, his gun situation got pardoned, good to go. Denzel got fired, brought him right back, skipped the academy and everything. Cornwood got fired, brought on back. Johnson has no prior infractions, gets in trouble one time, fired, can't come back. So I was like,
but hold up. So I'm gonna give you perspective, right? Because because sometimes we you know, and you know, I'm gonna play devil's advocate, right? Because I get what you're saying, right? You're like, yo, so this and this and this and this, right? All right, but out of that, right? Johnson now, because okay, so the characters you're complaining, like Cornwood, K, Dean, right? These are established characters, right? Mm-hmm. With this situation, you became the established character now, right? So as much as it seems bad because you're like, yo, why is this happening to me? You got to look at it like, well, I became established. People know who the fuck Johnson is. Well, even say KingJayClouted, you know what I'm saying? Like, people know who the fuck you are now, right? On a wider scale. On top of that, you got Prio. You know what I'm saying? So you can also play your crim because you know how hard it is. I don't even have Prio, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't have Prio. So it's very hard to get Prio in the server, bro. So, but also I understand sometimes you're in that bubble, so you're like looking around, you're like, oh, all of these people, you know what I'm saying, got it. Like everybody in CG got Prio, right? But I'm like the new blood in CG. I don't have Prio, so I'll be in the queue 10 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? So you got to now establish, like, you know, you got Fredo 2 times. That's like, you know, becoming like bringing that hood RP, which like some real official hood RP. You know what I'm saying? Not no gimmick or whatever. You're feeling that. So and then also, again, this is me playing devil's advocate. This is not me saying like you shouldn't feel this way, because to be honest with you, if I was in your position, I would feel a way too. But I play devil's advocate in my mind, so that's how I balance my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, you could just get emotional and you could fuck up the bag before you even get the bag. You get what I'm saying? All the higher ups like Slacks and all them guys, they fuck with you. But I remember Slacks was saying something about yo, if he got a new character, he would be in right away, right? Which sometimes we get attached to our character, right? But I'm just looking at it from a point of view. I was like, if Johnson went like, here my thoughts are. If Johnson went, a rebellious route now, like, yo, they ain't let me in, and then you kind of like became a crim. And then you brought in like a new character, like your brother Bonson. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to change anything. It could be your twin brother. You know what I'm saying? Because I think they want you. From what I see, from my point of view, they want you. But it's like Slacks is standing on a principle on like he lied, right? Compared to like Cornwood and Dean just doing some fuck shit. It's like, nah, he lied to me, so I have to stand on this principle, no matter what I say. That's what I got from it. I don't think it was like, he doesn't really care what you did. He doesn't see that as like anything wrong, but it's like, he lied to me. But you even saying the head injury shit makes sense, but I don't feel like that conveyed well to them.
All right.
Because from my perspective, I didn't know that until you was telling me that.
All right. I mean, that's what Rami was trying to argue and Mr. K, but it was like every time that would come up, and that's why I started feeling a little type of way, because every time that would come up, like we would get deep into it, Slash would just run away. Like,
yeah.
I was talking to the mayor, and the mayor said he was getting overturned if they didn't let me into the next academy. But then he got a call about Cornwood. He dipped and ran to Cornwood. Then I was talking to Slacks about the situation. Cornwood came up. He dipped and ran to Cornwood. I was like, dog, I can't even get like, you know.
Yeah, you know,
But
I see what you're saying, bro.
it was like, dang, it was like, I get it, you know, everybody got their thing going on, but it's like y'all are paying more attention to the big streamers versus, you know, other people who also, because Cornwood made a big deal about Denzel being let go. He can't do his main cop RP for 7 days. And because of his situation, he got suspended. And I was like, buddy, I've been gone for 30 days off of 4 daps. Like where you
Yeah,
know,
but
like,
but this is what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you, Jay. Like you still thinking like and as sucks as and as hard as it and the cold hearted truth is, you know, there's levels to this shit. You gotta like put your head down and just build. You gotta take this. You gotta take this as you know, drive to like, it's kind of like, you know, everybody got prio and I don't, and I'm just like, man, like. But I could take it. I could take it the wrong way and be like, man, like I had some of my other boys like, nah, I ain't coming in. But I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna build. I'm just gonna keep building. I'm gonna be undeniable. So there'll never be a day where it's Zolo don't have no pride.
that's a great way to look at it. That just I ain't even look at it like that.
Nah, but I'm just telling you because you know it's at the end of the day, you know, NoPixel's established server, it's a big server, and you know the big like look, K just got 3 days, bro. Like if it was a little guy, he might have got 6, 7. But
and I gotta speak. I got to speak on that because I've been seeing it, and it kind of made me feel some type of way again. Is they saying that K was the first person to get hit with that charge and get sent for that long, brother? My homies that I you know told to come up in here with me, like in the server, got him, you know, whitelist and all that stuff. He got 3,800 minutes just like a week ago. Actually, I got 1,400. Like we already got all these charges, and I saw that there was like we need to go up there and role play with Mr. K so that, you know, he can get his content, he don't feel alone. I was like, wait a minute, we was up there in jail.
But like I said,
but I get what you're saying now. I get what you're saying.
It says, you know, I've done 7 days in jail. Ain't nobody give a fuck, and it was like off some shit I never even did. But it's just from their perspective. Like when you like, it's kind of like when you were at the top. Like it's kind of hard to see everything. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, and on top of that too, it's been such a established server that all these guys have known each other for years. So like you kind of have to like establish yourself within you know, their circles and friend circles, so you know you can, you know, it's even taking some time for people to know me, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I said sometimes you just gotta like look at it and take it for a chin, because it's like this is an opportunity, this is something that, you know, can change your life, but what are you doing to build off of it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We either gonna complain or we gonna keep it pushing, because complaining ain't change anything. You keep pushing, you keep your head down, you put yourself in a position that this shit never happened to you again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That is the perfect way to look at it. That's probably the best advice I've heard since the beginning of this stuff, man. Because like I said, I can understand, but like I said, it's a blessing to even be in the server in the first place.
Bro. I'm not saying like, yo, listen, bow down to certain things, because you know within your content alone you was pushing back. People know that, right? But it's just like, it's just certain things are the way it is, and there's no, I don't think there's malice in it. It's just that it's huge. Like think about how much people are complaining every day. Like they changed what do you call it? They changed the jobs because all the grinders was just grinding all day, and then the grinders started to complain on Twitter. Like, oh, why they do that? It's like, well, because you motherfuckers wasn't RPing. You was just sitting in a truck for 24 hours a day and fucking up the content. So it's like, it's very hard for these admins and devs to like balance, you know? So sometimes things go balance here, sometimes things go balance here, because people gonna complain no matter what. So you just gotta lay. And like I said, I also like characters like you, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, there ain't much black characters in NoPixel, bro.
That's what we gotta really speak on, man.
So when we got like you, Dean, we got Angel Knives, we got Larry, we got a couple, we got Jason, we got a couple brothers coming in. It's good for the culture because it pushes it forward, because, you know, some, you know, Dean, I say this in every pod. Dean was the one I always wanted to get into NoPixel, but I'm like, damn, you know how I feel. Like, yo, I don't even think they would understand a person like me. But then I seen Dean, and I was like, oh shit, like that made me so like you could be inspiring a couple other young kids to come through and facilitate their RP. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I feel that's actually I got some screenshots and I got 3 DMs from some people saying, hey man, I really look up to your role play. You like the only one of the black people I've seen in NoPixel, and you really inspired me to come back to He was already in NoPixel. He was like, you really inspired me to come back to NoPixel. I got another guy saying, you really put on for the the black culture and stuff. Man, I really want to try NoPixel because of you and stuff. So actually, I do got a couple of guys that have actually filled out an application just because they're like, yo, RP is dope. I want to do some hood RP like that because I have never seen that. There were a lot of people was like, you can say nigga in NoPixel.
Yeah.
Like, they was like, you can say that. I was like, bro, I say it proudly anywhere at any time with anybody. Because Larry did that.
Larry pushed the culture forward. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get Larry on the pod. You know what I'm saying?
You got to, man.
Larry pushed the culture forward for real, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you always gotta look at like it's bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get caught up, like in a couple months, you ain't gonna be feeling these type of ways. Not to say you can't go through these feelings or these emotions, but you gotta like I said, just embrace it, look at it, and let it go, type shit. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's a battle every time you go on the field, bro. You know how it is. So, you like I said, you've made an impact. 4.0 just started. You make an impact. Yo, look how long 4.0 is gonna be probably in the next 2 years. Look how much shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, look how much shit you can do with your characters. That's what I'm saying. If like Slack's like, yo, make a new character. Like, okay, well, make it from your storyline. The twin brother, like some shit like that. He don't like Johnson, but he the twin brother. Like, it could just be a lot of different elements you could go through, and you won't even be thinking about this shit now. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, if you get caught in this rut and you're like, maybe venting, and then you got clippers just clipping shit. You know what I'm saying? And chopping shit and making you look bad when it really ain't like that. You was just like, oh, I'm just speaking, I'm just venting. I ain't saying nothing malicious. But because the way they clipped it, it don't come off like that. And motherfuckers don't like context. So people, the hate viewers and shit, they just be typing all types of shit. So that's why I said, like, you just gotta ignore that noise and just keep it pushing. Because listen to me, if they ain't talking about you, you ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So when they talking about you, you're doing something right. So good or bad, that's how you gotta perceive it. Because look how much cops are in the server that nobody knows. Look how much grinders in the server that you don't even know what the fuck they doing.
True.
There's a little small load, maybe like out of 400 or 500 people that are in the server every day, maybe like 100 of them are like making those content, and you're like a part of that. And you know what I'm saying? So, because there's a lot of shit going on, you don't even see what the fuck going on because there's no content.
Right.
So just look at that, my guy.
I'm new to all of the. I didn't have this many amount of viewers at a point in time, and like when the stuff start popping off and my comments, so I can't even read what they saying, and I'm new to all that stuff. Yeah. I'm like, I'm used to I come from the 2K, so I'm used to the toxic stuff. But as far as how
it's different here,
it's like it's a lot of pressure. Like I got all these opinions about people saying so. A lot of times I don't let it get to me. Like I really don't be caring. Like, cause they ain't me. You just talking. But like I said, when all that it started back to back, I was like, it's a lot of pressure, man.
Bro, trust me. Like even for me, like when I first got in CG, it was a whole new world because you're with the top streamers, bro, in GTA history. So then you got a bunch of people that hate them. Now that's coming to you if you know what I'm saying. So that's why I'd be like, yo, and it did used to get to me because I'm like, yo, bro. But then you start looking at the comments, you be like, yo, these motherfuckers do not know what they speaking on. They don't RP. They don't do shit. They be like, oh, why don't you just do this? They couldn't even do it. They don't even know how to like work a mouse. They don't even know how to drive. They don't even know how to context. Because you see because when I came from public, a lot of the viewers are in public and they're terrible our peers. So like people just reflecting they hate onto you, and if they see that getting to you, then they'll go more. And that's why I said opinion on you is only validated once you validate it. That's the only power opinion has. Johnson's a piece of shit. If Johnson don't look at it, who gives a fuck? If Johnson be like, damn, like, why they hate you? Just validated that person.
All right.
Who gives a fuck?
Okay.
Like, because at the end of the day, to make content, you're gonna ruffle feathers. Right. You're gonna pull up, you're gonna rob somebody, you're gonna pull up, you're gonna steal something, you're gonna pull up. Even if you're just doing not even robbing somebody, even if you're just doing something somebody don't like. Or hey, what's going on? Let's talk about this. Like, we might have problems, and it's just a conversation. You're gonna get hate. That's just what they do, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm new. Yeah, I'm new to that, especially like I didn't even know what Reddit was. This is the first time,
bro. I don't even look at Reddit, bro.
Bro, I did that. I just finally heard about Reddit. Like I had Googled my character's name because they showed me. Somebody made a wiki for me. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, they do this stuff? I was like, I didn't know all this information about my character. I was just very shocked and surprised how in depth they go into like all of this stuff. Like it's so new to me because, like I said, coming from the servers I came from, we didn't have any of that. Like they rarely show support to their own kind. Like with CG and I even had BBMC, all these people showing love to my channel and stuff. I was like, I cry actually because I'm like, I'm not used to that. Like where I come from, they do not show you love. They do not show you love. So that was very, very, all of it is very, very new to me, man. And I'm very humble and grateful for all of it. To be honest, like I said, I'm very humble and grateful for all of it. This is definitely something I want to do for a career forever. Because like I said, with role playing, it's different from any other game because it's not the same repetitive content.
Not the same. It's a second world. So and you can create and it's not scripted. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like you in your bag now, you know GTA 6 comes out, it's just gonna be even more up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I said don't let shit get in your head and cloud your judgment. You gotta look at think about it like this. In a 5-year gap, if you have 6 months of some bullshit in a 5-year gap, would that 6 months matter? It wouldn't. Exactly. So you got to always look at like the bigger picture. Like, fuck the noise, bro. The noise don't mean shit. You know, easier said than done though. But I'm just saying, like, you know, whatever you need to do to like ignore the noise, like, yo, bro, people come, I don't know if you got, but people come in, they got this new thing where it's like they'll put racist comments in your chat, but it's called like it'd be like CB. Oh, I didn't know you was a CPU something like 2000 or something. And when you Google it, it shows up like a monkey, right?
Oh no, I ain't seen this one.
People be doing that shit like all the time, but I'll be like that shit. But like you calling me black, you think that shit hurting me? Like that shit a reflection on you. Like I don't know you, but you know me. And you felt the need to write in my message to do that, to like that shows me you hurt. That shows me you broken. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like somebody, I ain't going in their stream to type anything.
Right. Oh my! I have followers only on for a reason, and people will literally follow just to hate, just to say some hateful stuff, just to get banned. I'm like, what's the point of that?
But that's what I'm saying. They not there. So like that's what I'm saying. Like they like I said, when they write those type of messages, it shows you how broken these people are. So to be honest with you, I feel bad for them. I'm like, damn, like I hope God shows you mercy because you fucked up. You hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here, I'm good, I'm chilling. Yeah. I don't care about none of that shit that go on. And like that's just what you gotta be. And like you said, like at the end of the day, in 5 years, will this 6 months or 2 month gap matter? It's not gonna matter, bro. Because it's like how you push the culture forward, how much people you inspire, what kind of community you raise. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers might be watching you while they're at work and they struggling or they in fight with their baby moms, and you are giving them some type of gateway, and that's what you're doing for them. So like focus on them positive shits. Like forget all the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I want to get more, black people in NoPixel. That's really one of my biggest goals for NoPixel. And because my friend, when he came into 3.0, and this is right, I'm talking about the very start of when Larry got the nigga pass in the server.
Yeah.
And once we seen that, we went crazy. I'm talking, it was nigga from low then nigga to low now. And my friend who role play as my brother, O'Shea, he's like my twin that I had role playing with me. He was saying around some people, and I think this lady was like, "What did you say? You don't need to be saying that around here." Like it made him feel really, really bad. He's a very sensitive person, and he felt some type of way. He hasn't played since. And I'm trying to get him to get back and feel comfortable, because he's like, I didn't play the server because I didn't feel comfortable. I felt like it wasn't, well, I couldn't be myself.
Well, it's kind of like also like maybe, the lady or the female, like I said, perspective was protecting that word, because maybe she's like, yo, bro, like we don't know, because it's like what Cole said, like if you black, you could say it, but if you got no face cam, we don't know if you black, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's kind of like, for a new person, she might have been like, yo, protecting like a you and me. Because she might have not known him. Like, not to say, you know what I'm saying? But like, what if he wasn't black? And then, you know what I'm saying? And she was just like there. And then me and you seen that and like, wow, like, but she was probably looking out. So I wouldn't even take it as like a bad thing. But I would just take it as like, like, you don't want to go down that slippery slope where, you know what I'm saying, a white kid sounds black and now he's saying it, or he's saying, oh, I'm from East Atlanta, I could say that shit, that's how I grew up. Like, then you start getting into different politics, it goes to a slippery slope. So I kind of like how Coyle just kind of said it, just like, yo, if you're establishing a server and you black and we know you black, we can't tell you not to say it. You know what I'm saying? So
like I said, I really do just want people to feel comfortable being themselves, because a lot of people don't, a lot of people have told me they didn't know we can say nigga in the server. They ain't know a lot of black people was in the server. They feel like it's not for them. And I'm trying to show everybody that if you want to be a part of NoPixel, don't matter what your skin color is, don't matter who you are. If you got good role play, you understand role play, apply. Yeah, I want people to apply.
It'd be good to see a melting pot of different cultures, Because
just wait.
When I first came in too, I had like a song and I said nigga, and then the guy, man, I don't even know where this guy is now, but he was like, nah, you can't, like, you gotta bleep that shit out your music. And I was like, what you mean? Like, he was like, yo, you gotta bleep that shit out your music, blah blah blah. So I just took it out my music. He's like, yo, you probably you won't last long if you don't have it in your music. And I'm like, so I was like, all right, whatever. And then I never used to say it, whatever, or have it in the songs, or bleep it out. And then like shout out Larry, you know what I'm saying? But but I understood it. He was just looking out for me. He was just like, just be careful with that. But
I like the way you look at stuff. You don't just take, something and go straight to heart with it. You have a different perspective on things that come your way. You look at the other end. Besides looking at the bad end.
You got to, bro. You already know motherfuckers trying to label you as aggressive and you this and you that. You know what I'm saying? Just even being a black man, like, you know what I'm saying? So, when they quick to go that route when you disagree with them. But also within that, I've learned to look at different perspectives and so when I stand on business, I'm 100% with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to look back and be like, man, I acted out of character, or man, I was wilding on that situation. Like, damn, like I did too much of that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I see with you got something going, man. Don't let these like viewers trick you out your bag, bro.
My thing is right now, I got a crew that I role play with. I've been role playing with them. And a lot of people don't know this as well. I'm actually a developer and a 3D modeler. I used to watch Toby, the dev from NoPixel.
I fought with Toby.
I used to I learned how to create buildings and 3D models and stuff in 5M because of him. I didn't even know he was in NoPixel at the time. I just so happened to was browsing through Twitch and I seen Toby and he was in NoPixel. I was like, wow, this dude actually worked for NoPixel. So I actually learned from him. I started developing, and I got to the point where a contact reached out from me that was the main character of GTA 5. I don't know if you heard about the server and stuff. The Franklin.
The Franklin, yeah.
Yeah, he had a 5M server that I was a developer for. And I actually got to the point where I actually talked to the heads of Rockstar, the head of marketing, head of engineering, all of them and stuff. And I actually showed them 5M. I actually showed them how scripts work and how all the stuff comes about and stuff. I actually had a whole video. I just ain't released it yet, but I was talking to them for a long time about how they was going to incorporate stuff into 5M and what they was going to do with it. But long story short, some things happened, fell out, and that, because that's why I was also before NoPixel as well. I was developing for that server and stuff. So after that, I got like the staff team from that server. They followed me and just, we're just hanging around. So we went to Red Dead because I did Red Dead Roleplay as well. And now they just I think 2 of them got settled into NoPixel. And I plan on bringing all of them to NoPixel. Nice. And just creating this. I want the South Side to be the actuals. It's about to get real hood. I'm talking about you about to see at least 6 or 7 of us walk around sagging pants, chains on, bandanas on the arm, just straight hood, just like playing dice and graffiti. I want to really get into the immersion part of gang role playing NoPixel. That's what I want. Not saying that the gang role play that's going on now is bad, but I want the more hood and serious, not necessarily even serious, but just more gutter, more hood, more raw.
Yeah.
Like, okay, they some real game. They really out here gang bang. Like we don't use knives or wrenches and stuff. We fight. We fist fight.
Yeah.
Like we throw the squabbles. We squabble up and we throw one-on-ones phase. That's the type. That's my vision I have right now. That's the stuff I want to do.
That's what's up, man. And I'm excited to see it, man, because Southside needs a little bit of that, and I don't really see that much. As much as it's like Southside, you don't really see that much. So if you could bring that there, and that definitely will be a monumental stuff. I feel like OTT's kind of tried, but we need that gutter shit.
Yeah, I don't. My character Fredo 2 Time does not give a damn about. He is already negative 120,000 in the bank.
That's crazy.
I think like the first day of him coming in, he got charged with 14 times criminal threats, assault with a deadly. Like it was really bad. Like I literally came, like, he is for straight hood. I don't care as far as going to jail. Actually, we love jail roleplay, to be honest with you. I love role playing in prison, locked up, sneaking the phone in, working on stuff. Just the immersion part. I'm really big on the immersion part. So I love it all, to be honest with you. I love it all, and I want to just make. I don't want people to get like, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess annoyed or scared or. I don't want to do stuff the wrong way. I'm trying to do it the right way. So, because I know me, I can get real fucking hood, like really, really, really bad. So I gotta find a point where, okay, is this too fucking hood? Like, am I going overboard with the hood shit, or is that okay? Because my player just don't give a damn. My character don't. He doesn't care. He like I said, it was, I think 6 cops had pulled up to the gas station getting gas. I just went out and started swinging on all of them. Like, y'all, like, I'm trying to make a president in the hood. Like, if you're gonna be in the hood, it's gonna get bad. That's what I want people to think. Like, okay, it's cool to come down to the South Side with the suit and tie on and everything all lolly. Hey, no. Once you hit Strawberry Innocent Boulevard, you're in the hood. You're on my block.
Like, feel that, like, feel. I always said that, like, feel that hood presidents where it's like you said, like, a motherfucker will be like, if he do come to the South Side, he might not, like, he'll look around before he get out his car. Like, he ain't just like, just oh, I gotta do this and farm in like the job. It's like, yo, bro, like, yo, man, these motherfuckers, I come out, these motherfuckers might jump on me, like, he gonna feel that or he's like, you know what, I'm not gonna get gas at Strawberry, I'll go a little soul. Because I know there's characters that want to play that type of shit, but it's like, you know, other characters just like, just sometimes the entitlement, what bothers me the most. It's like, like we was robbing somebody the other day, and you know, Peanut was like robbing them, whatever, and he was like, yo, you know, go in their pockets, whatever. And then Shorty was like, so they talking. Obviously, I'm not gonna be talking over everybody, right? Shorty was like, oh, so you're not gonna speak to me before you go in my pockets? It's like, what you I'm robbing you.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm robbing you. You should be like, well, please leave this, please. Like, I'm sorry, sir. Like, you like what? You're not going, like, it's like, what are you doing? Like, it kind of just ruined my immersion. I was like, I didn't even take anything from him. I was just like, I do your thing, because it's just like the entitlement. Like, you doing a drug, you selling drugs or whatever. We pulling up on you. That's what happens. Motherfuckers get robbed every day, bro. If a motherfucker got a gun to me, I'm not gonna be like, so you're not gonna say nothing to me? Like, what? I'm trying to get the fuck out of there. Like, what you the phone here, go ahead.
Hey man, role play fear. A lot of people don't know how to act out what they should be doing. Like, I had the same situation. I ran up on a chick on the south side, and I was like, I had a knife, so I said, put your hands up. She was like, nah, before you do this, I want to let you know I'm rolling with this crew. Sure you want to do this?
That's what makes me shoot them right away.
I stabbed her dick directly in the dick. Stabbed her in GTA Roleplay. I stabbed her in the head, and I ran through a pocket and just tore her up. Even now, she did, you know, come back with her whole little crew with suits and ties on, and they, you know, they got me and all that and stuff. But it was a back and forth type thing. It got really, really bad. But
yeah, like I feel like things, because it's not a non-script. It's supposed to, like, you know, like if you robbing a G6, right? They, you know, because it's like a Brinks truck. Eventually, they gonna get guns, and then when they do get guns, you gonna rob them. They gonna jump out on you. They gonna evolve, just like how the police escort them. They evolve. Like, people shouldn't just complain like, I want to make money. I want to make money all the time. Like, bro, my character don't make money. My character's most has had is 10K, because I'll be out here just role playing shit. Like, I'm not gonna sit on a truck and just get 20K an hour, and then one time I get robbed, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have 400K and I can't buy the latest car that the stock has. It's like, nah, we evolve now. I was like, oh, these guys, or this group's always robbing us. Now I might go to another group and use that money that I've made to pay them to protect me. There's just so many things. Or now when the gun license come on, I'm gonna buy my strap. Yo, we got the guns now. It's a Brinks truck. You don't even have to jump out. It's bulletproof. You know what I'm saying? You jump out with a strap, you start laying motherfuckers down. Hey, self-defense, I'm a civilian. Or hey, I could call the cops. Like, people just don't, people just feel like, nah, they robbing us. Blah, blah. It's like, yeah, bro, that's what's supposed to happen. Like, motherfuckers hungry out here. Just like when the pandemic happened, motherfuckers was robbing motherfuckers because they didn't get no money. That's just what happened. The robberies went up. So people started to get tracking devices. People started to do this. The everything changes, you get what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that's the only thing that's missing in like role play, is like people need to elevate and use that as something, you know?
Yeah, I guess I could say the same thing for the Johnson situation. Being let go can be elevated and used to do something else. I just gotta figure it out, because I said with Johnson right now, it's kind of like he's not in that PD clique no more, and he's already getting the vibes that can't be with, you know, CG. Like, that's not even a criminal character. I'm gonna just let everybody know that now. I never wanted to role play Johnson being a criminal, and to be honest with you, I don't even know how to role play him being a criminal, because that's just not his characteristics. But that's what I had Fredo for. But whatever lane, like I said, and I appreciate them again for the motivation, because whatever lane that Johnson's gonna go, that's where he gonna go. So I just, like you said, I just gotta elevate from that and continue to do, because
look at Carmine, bro. Like, Carmine 3.0, man. Like, Carmine is like one of the best content creators that, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, I don't know why this motherfucker ain't sitting at 10,000 viewers, because he is like insane, right? But Carmine just like, yo, bro, like he got kicked out of PD. Like that's what I said. Like you look at Tinker got kicked out with Carmine, but Carmine kept going. And then Carmine went DLC. Like Johnson can do DLC shit. Johnson, Carmine, and Bobby doing some DLC shit, bro. People are gonna go where the content is, bro. That's what you gotta understand. You are the wave. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna come wherever it go, and then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like even Carmine's like, yeah, I'm not pushing to be in PD. Because he's like, I already know my character's edgy. So that's what I'm saying. But if you personally want to be in PD, I would just do what Slack suggested, just make a new character with maybe a twin brother, so you have this kind of same characteristics. Maybe you could do some twist to it, or put Johnson in DOC, bro.
I've been thinking about it. I gotta, because they did say if I can, just RP out, give it some time, and talk with a couple of the senior officers, they may be able to get Johnson back. So my thing is that I just gotta understand the RP and just find something else to do besides PD. Because like you said, with PD, it was always content to pick and choose from where you wanted to go and stuff like that. Now I don't have that. It's like, oh man, where am I gonna go?
Because that's the crim life. Like you gotta make the content, like because the content ain't coming to you. So that's why I'm saying to you. But I get what you're saying with the characteristics with Johnson. He's not gonna really go to crim. But I'm saying like you should do the DOC shit, man. Like you should do something within that where it's like, I got demoted as a cop, but now I got a grudge. I'm fucking up everybody that come in here type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like who gonna snitch on me now? You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is just me throwing out shit. But I think Johnson's such a good character. You gotta come back from this. You know, you can't kill off Johnson. You gotta come back off of this and have some type of shit. And like you probably get back in PD. You know what I'm saying? But you might not want to because of the content you're creating.
Well, I mean, I want to do because this was stuff started hitting me at was I made it. I made a big deal about me being fired. Then they come out with a legislation saying you can get fired at will. I said, cool, fire. Let me try to do this preacher stuff. Then they came out with another legislation and said, hey, if you want to be a preacher, you got to get ordained by the mayor's office. So I can't even preach. I'm gonna go to jail for that, for illegal practice.
Well, you could just get ordained.
I've been trying to get in. It's kind of hard to get in contact. Process, yeah. Because I don't know if it's the council or the mayor. Because the mayor told me he can give me my job back in PD, but he couldn't really do that. But like you said, I see what you're saying as far as my character shaping up 4.0 because. They put, I don't know if you've seen it, they got the silent room cells in PD. There's like 2 rooms in PD, and you can push a button and then mute all the sound coming from the room. Yeah. Because we made them do that because we was yelling so loud in there. We was like, guard. Like we were banging on the walls and stuff. So I see what you're saying as far as like how we're shaping up the server. I didn't even realize until now. Like I said, how we shaping up and stuff is just coming out because of the role play we're doing. So.
Like that's what I said, bro. Like just like bro, and that's what I said. But you look at stuff like K, right? K is like, and it don't stop, bro. K hit 30,000, and he still gets. He did the real estate shit. Then some shit hit. He got obstacles. He did the connected shit, got obstacles. Then he had to come criminal shit, got obstacles. So now he's full on Unleash the Dragon. Now, boom, 3 days, obstacles. And I'm telling you, he's going to do 3 days in jail and create the best RP. Because no matter what you put at K, he is unstoppable. Because it's his mind. You can't put the mind. And on top of that creates good content. And like I said, I don't look at stuff as malicious because everybody know K is the content king on the server. Like, everybody know they could have they certain feelings away with him and feel a certain type of way about him, but they know he the Drake of GTA, man. Like they ain't denying that. They gonna say, yeah, well, but so no matter, you could put that motherfucker in a box and that motherfucker gonna create everybody gonna want to be in that box. Guarantee y'all, this JRP, everybody gonna want to be up in jail. He gonna make some new shit happen where it's like shit, he gonna start a whole cult up in that bitch. Right? Yeah. So and that's always, I study K, bro. That's always been his mindset when the motherfucker was at 100 viewers. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like, you know, kind of like what I would say to you. You gotta be that to become that, not become that to be that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to steal that one. My new.
Just so, like I said, like, so now, and it builds the story, and viewers get invested in that. Yo, Johnson did dirty, and he still came back. Oh, he did dirty again. He still did this. Now you got these invested viewers. Now they become the fans of you.
Oh,
because people love trials and tribulation out of everything, bro.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna sit there and be like, man, this ain't fair, why me? It's like, yeah, people gonna feel sorry for you, but then motherfuckers gonna dwindle out.
Yeah, you speaking facts, man. That's literally, man. I got on stream the other day complaining about it and stuff. I just end up getting off stream. Like, I see what you're saying. It's too many ways to RP and do all this, man. It just, like I said, for me, it was a shocker because it was like, man, this is all I know, all I did, all I do was, hey, NoPixel caught, man. That was my outlet, man. It was almost like that was my therapy at a sense. But like I said, I just gotta, you know, take what you just said. You know, I gotta be that, you know, to become that. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, bro.
Or was it become that? Become that to be that.
You gotta be it to become it.
Become it,
yeah.
Not become it to be. Okay,
yeah.
That make a lot of sense. That make a lot of sense, man.
Yeah.
So,
it's just, and again, like you said something that was really good. You even said you said something like, man, that's all I knew. So now you get pushed to know something else.
Right. And I didn't want to do that. Like you said, I was stuck with the character being a cop. So now I was like, there's so many other things that you can do. And like I said, I just gotta do that instead of, you know, just having this happen. Okay, that's the end of Johnson. Forget Johnson and all that. So, but again, like I said, a lot of the times I was clickbaiting people, like saying, "Oh, I'm a perma Johnson," all that stuff. Just attention and stuff like that. I would never perma him because, like I said, I know there's a lot of stuff I can do, but just for as criminal wise, that's the only thing I don't know if I can do with Johnson. So the preacher way or the lawyer way may be what I may take Johnson, depending on which one comes. You know, because I would love to open up a church on the south side at Strawberry. There's like a little church building over there. I want to get a building in it, but I don't know how any of that works. Like, yeah, I don't know how that works. So I feel like I got to RP it first before you even think about opening up the buildings and stuff. But I would love to have a church and have
I feel like Toby or Nikes, they would love that type of stuff. So maybe you just hit them up too, because they help with that type of stuff for sure.
I would love to do something like that. That would be like, just because even when I did like my preaching stuff and sermon stuff, people act like they never heard that in Roleplay before, like the preacher and stuff. Like,
nah, they haven't.
That's crazy. That's crazy to me. It's like, well, we didn't have half of the things that NoPixel has for scripts and stuff. You literally had to role play that stuff out the mud. Yeah. Like you had to actually role play it out, like with no scripts behind it. Like you literally had to really dig deep to get out that immersion. So it's like, bro, this I haven't even touched the peak of what I can do in roleplay yet. If people think this is the best, bro, it gets so much better, bro. I can say that now. Like, it ain't even just once I get my people in the right places in this server. I'm telling you, 4.0 is about to change.
That's what I'm talking
forever.
About. That's what I'm talking about.
It's gonna get real hood.
Right, all right, brother. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Is there any words you want to leave? To the viewers, to the people that are watching, any inspirational things, anything that you want to leave when it comes to, people that are watching right now, what you want to say to them?
I gotta say, hey, if y'all got a dream, go out there and chase your dream. Don't let nothing stop you from getting yourself where you need to be. Don't ever feel like you're not important enough to be heard. Never feel like you're not important enough to be seen, because you just gotta be the best version of yourself and shine. That's what I can really say is You will be heard. Things happen in life for a reason, and they're gonna happen for that specific reason. And you just gotta be able to deal with it. So I will say, big shout out to Zolo for having me, man. Big shout out to Mr. K. Big shout out to Ram Doll. That's my guy. And shout out to the community. Everybody know we finna have that game. Really stepping in. And again, man, just make sure y'all follow y'all dreams and never feel like you're not important, because you are important, man. That's all you got from your boy King J, man. I appreciate it, man.
King J, yo, hey, make sure y'all like in the comments, subscribe, yo. If there's any questions that I missed, maybe we got a part 2. Put it in the comments on how you feel. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like. It's your boy Zo. Peace, peace.